One of the most anticipated movies in decades finally hits the big screen. Hello there everybody, as always, for RealScreenReviews.com, I'm movie critic Nick Iacobucci, and our next movie review is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This long-awaited final installment in the worldwide Juggernaut franchise opened around the globe on Friday, July 15, 2011, and it reunites for the last time in the series the talents of Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. Harry Potter Part 8 comes to us from director David Yates, the director of the 3 previous Harry Potter adventures. This time out, everyone involved attempts to bring to a close one of the all-time movie serials in the history of motion pictures, and do it with style. When we last left our heroes, they were smack dab in the middle of the thick of it, and not everyone was making it out alive. Lord Voldemort had captured the Wand of Power, and his Dementors are beginning their assault on everything left that is good. Harry, Ron, and Hermione have been destroying the Horcruxes that make up the soul of the Dark Lord, and the battle for good and evil has never been more at a volatile position. Everything that has happened over the last decade has all come together, and it has all built up to this spot. Well, how did they do? Well, people, I can start by saying that they definitely didn't disappoint or shortchange with this final installment. Just like the previous ones, it picks up immediately where its predecessor left off, and after a quick intro, delves right into the action. The filmmakers also take extreme precautions to stay true to the story, especially to the deathly part of it. In very tough scenes, main and loved characters fall in battle, and age and gender are little of a factor in doing so. The newest Harry Potter adventure is also once again filmed beautifully by David Yates, who this time around gives us our first full-length 3D Harry Potter story, and much to my surprise, it seemed to be a welcome addition. You could easily enjoy every minute of this in a regular two-dimensional presentation, but the escape from Gringotts on the dragon, the tidal wave of fire, and many other action sequences were very much enhanced by the addition of the 3D glasses. You know, it's almost difficult not to compare Harry Potter to Kiefer Sutherland's federal agent Jack Bauer. Just about every moment of every day of Harry's life, the weight and safety of the world seems to rest firmly upon his shoulders. Now, the main difference between the two is that through all of his turmoil, Harry Potter still finds the time to save his worst enemy, plan his own sacrifice, and destroy the one item most people would kill for. Why? Because it was the right thing to do. Now, people, the battle for Hogwarts was basically boasting an all-star team of the greatest British thespians ever assembled. Watching Academy Award-winning and nominated actors, one after the next, gather together in defense of the darkest of evils, well, that was truly magical. It's hard to pinpoint exactly when this became such a mature story. If I had to guess, I would say that it began with the demise of Cedric Diggory in Part 4's The Goblet of Fire. That one act alone not only elevates this franchise light years beyond most children's stories, it also hits an emotional core with most adults as well. The last time that I can recall good battling evil in such a monumental way was 28 years ago when Luke Skywalker crossed lightsabers with Darth Vader. Lord Voldemort and Harry Potter's wands now stand in for the lightsabers, but the heart-stopping and action-packed conclusion remains the same. And just like the revelation of humanity that we see in Anakin Skywalker, Professor Snape's final moments also become his most human moments. I need to take just a second to recognize what an achievement this Harry Potter franchise has become. To think that an author, a studio, and most importantly 3 children could turn words on pages into a phenomenon this great, well, that I thought would have never even been possible. However, to my surprise and thankfulness, they have actually pulled it off. They have created stories that will live on for generations, and those are moments that parents will look forward to sharing with their own children. We have literally watched these 3 young and very talented performers grow up before our eyes, and they have never once let us down. They don't just stand as a visual image of these people that we have grown to love, they actually encompass the heart, the soul, and the character of these individuals that we feel that we know so well. They almost feel like family. It has been my privilege to have been able to see each of these films in a theater, and years from now people will brag that they did just like the original Star Wars. What else can I say but a big thank you for an ultimate and best swan song they could have possibly given us, a perfect 4 stars out of 4, and remember people, I'm not always right, but only when it comes to the movies. And thank you for your attention.